What's going on, my Flyby family? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome if you're new. So Carmelo Anthony's podcast is getting blasted right now due to what they were saying about the CBA for the WNBA. And then Monica Mcnutt actually took a shot at the Chicago Sky's organization, man. We're about to get into it, but before we do that, y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for your boy if you like the content. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 19.7, so if you can help me out with that, I highly appreciate it. And don't forget to get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this. Let's get it.
Juju Watkins, unfortunately, a torn ACL ended her season. We wish her a healthy and speedy recovery. Do you think this is the last time we'll see Juju Watkins on the college basketball court?
No. You can't talk about Juju and her opportunities in college without looking at what's ahead for her in terms of the W. CBA is coming up for the W. Sure, she's clearing more money right now than she would in the W. She has zero reason to rush.
She's 19.
Take your time, be healthy, get the best quality of work.
This is a message to the WNBA. Figure it out. I'm not rushing. I wasn't supposed to come out till after next year anyway. While y'all figure that out, I'm going to collect this bag over here at USC. The money that I make at USC over the next 3 years will be a lot more money than what she would make coming into the WNBA for her first 2-3 years.
Players like her, she's definitely a conversation piece when it comes to that new CBA. So, like, they're going to get it right for her.
Yeah, get the money right.
Cha-ching.
The women's game and the WNBA players, they have a ton of leverage right now. Unrivaled has done great. They have actual money and real investors after making it a real thing. You got this influx of great talent coming in from the college game. Not just Juju, but you got Hannah Hidalgo who's killing, Paige Beckers,
Kiki Rice,
Malaysia Fawali. Like, everybody that comes in there is going to be a household name amongst women's basketball circles. And now this Juju thing sort of hangs over it all. Granted, yes, it sucks for the tournament. Yes, it sucks for USC. But, you know, this collective bargaining agreement with the WNBA is going to be so interesting to watch.
Really quick, I do want to respond to what he said, because Unrivaled was not as good as people are making it seem. The viewership wasn't good. All right, I'm just keeping it a grand. That's as nice as I can put it. It wasn't good. Although I did enjoy some of the games that happened within that. Yeah, it got competitive in some games and some trash talk, some rivalry was brewing, but it wasn't that good, especially with viewership. It was not that good. And I'm just trying to figure out the leverage. What leverage are people talking about when they say, yeah, the WNBA has a lot of leverage? What leverage? I mean, the biggest leverage that I can see was Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever when it came to the viewership. Like I said in one of my other videos, you had the championship game that hit 1 million plus in viewership, but out of the regular season, there was no other team hitting 1 million plus in viewership. So I'm just trying to figure out what leverage. And then if you play off of the college players, maybe the future players that's coming, Juju Watkins just showed you, like, you can't bet on that either, man. The injuries happen, right? And now you have a Paige Beckers that's coming into the league, but she's had some serious injuries. So it's like you can't bank on what ifs. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything can happen to these star players down the line coming into the W. Not saying I want anything to happen, knock on wood, right? I'm not putting that on them, but that's just the way of business. You have to think of that.
In general, big picture, figure this out because this next move is a really, really pivotal move.
I'm nervous about it. When the NBA goes to CBAs, the owners usually have sort of the same sort of pockets. The W, for all of the growth that it's experiencing, you still got owners questioning what the standard should look like. Everybody is not an Aces or a Liberty or even Seattle's new practice facility. Chicago, for example, just hypothetically, there's no way a Juju, when she gets healthy, is coming to Chicago with the way that they have operated in terms of their standard right now. The women of the W are far more demanding and have expectations compared to where they were. You know, the league is only 29 years old, but now you're not just saying yes because you're thankful for the opportunity. You have expectations.
Like, we professionals. Like, we want facilities. We want our to be top notch. We want to travel like professionals. We want to stay like professionals in hotels. And we want a professional experience.
That's it.
The game can't keep growing and going the way that it's going, and we still in this fight of whether you guys believe in us or not.
Treated like a second-hand athlete.
So you got to really, let's get this deal right. You know what they're going to ask for. You don't want this to really stabilize the WNBA because these women today are very, very strong and they understand their power. They understand what they bring into the game.
I think the main thing a lot of people are getting confused is that, yes, the WNBA makes money. Okay, they made like $1 million something, $100 million something dollars last year, 100 million something, and I believe 2019. Like, they made money. Okay, they make millions of dollars, but the problem is they're not making a profit. I think that's what people are getting mixed up. They're making money, they're just not making a profit. Profit is different from revenue. It is getting better, but they're still not making enough to return on investment, right? So I think that's what a lot of the people have to understand, and why the people say they're not making any money. Going to what Monica Mcnutt said, I'm like, how would she have a choice to where she would want to go if she's being drafted? I mean, granted, people were accusing Paige Beckers of doing that because they thought she didn't want to go to Dallas. She might have stayed another year. But what if both of those years Chicago gets the first pick? What is she going to do? Say she don't want to go? But I do understand what she's saying. I do believe in what Carmelo is saying as far as, like, the players don't want to be stuck being paid this certain amount and being treated like this from 3 years ago and so on. They want to grow with the league. And yeah, the league is growing, but they're just not making a profit. So it's kind of like, yeah, we're growing, but we're still stagnant. We're still not hitting the margins that we are supposed to meet. Why do you guys pretend that they can ask for more money? WNBA losing money every year and is a charity league, much like the Special Olympics. Oof. The best way for the women's league to make money would be to put LeBron James in a wig, oh my goodness, on for one season in the WNBA. That's one way of making people watch the game, actually putting real talent and a real athlete at the helm of the sport. Look, there's real talent in the W. I just think it's so much that happened that made people not want to watch it anymore, that now all you can rely on is the new wave and the new players coming in to grow the game like that. That's what I feel. Now that you have college players more in tune with TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, they're more social savvy, right? I think that's the only thing that the W can really rely on to grow the game. And their fan bases show you that they're going to be the reason the W gets to another level and gets to a better space for people to watch and talk about the sport itself. They understand what they're bringing to the game. Except if that were true, then they wouldn't be asking for more money from a league that loses money every single year. They need to drop their pride and lower the rim for women if they ever want it to be more entertaining. Look, I think lowering the rim, it won't do anything, man. Women still won't be able to dunk if you lower it an inch. I don't think they'll be able to dunk. Maybe it'll raise the layup percentage, but other than that, man, I don't really see it doing much for the league. The talent is there. I don't think they have to dunk to be more entertaining. You need more captivating players, or you need more players that galvanizes people. At the end of the day, it's about the numbers for the W and for the athletes. It's about eyes and dollars. If viewership keeps growing and stays at a high level, does that translate to money spent by fans? That is going to determine by the product the W puts on the court. Unrivaled did horrible ratings-wise. Yeah, I don't know why he said that. Women's basketball, supply and demand. Unrivaled did great. Yeah, I knew they were going to cook him for that. To have power, you have to be profitable. The WNBA literally loses money every year they have been around. Because nobody care about no WNBA, you can't pay people to watch WNBA. The WNBA has zero leverage. LMAO, until the W starts pulling big profit, where is the leverage? Please explain someone. I'm not hating either. Just flat business. How do they have leverage? That's a great question, man. That's what I'm trying to figure out. If y'all know something I don't know, please put it in the comment section. Because I don't think they really have as much leverage as they believe they have. I done heard Nafisa say it. I done heard this gentleman say it. I done heard a few people in the comment section say it. But I need somebody to lay out a list of leverage that the WNBA players have, because I just don't think they have it, man. I'm keeping it in the grand. Now, do I feel like the WNBA can negotiate to a point where they're not getting left behind and getting paid a small amount of money while the WNBA is actually growing and making a lump sum of cash Yeah, I think they have a chance of negotiating that. But to say that they have all the leverage, Nafisa Sequoia, and they have a lot of leverage, the gentleman on this podcast, I just don't believe it, man. I don't know. Somebody give me the list. But hey, man, how do y'all feel about what this podcast as a whole said? Do y'all believe it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comment section. I love you. Y'all keep it smooth.